Welcome back to a brand new PTCG live video. Today I'll be showcasing a new way to play Blaziken EX from the newly released set Journey Together. So with that being said, let's get into the deck list. Let's see which new cards we'll be running. So we do run the 2 Torchic, the 2 Blaziken EX. We will need Rare Candy to evolve it up, and we mostly want it for that ability, the Seeding Spirit. Once per turn, you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. And then we also do run the Slaking line. We do have the 2 Slakoth and 2 Slaking EX with the ability Born to Slack being the only drawback. If your opponent has no EXs in play, this Pokemon can attack. And then we do have the Great Swing for the 280 base damage, and then we do discard an energy card from this Pokemon. So that's where the Seeding Spirit comes into play. After we discard that energy card, we can get it right back away next turn with the Seeding Spirit and attach it back to Slaking EX. And then we also do run a 3-3 line with the Hoothoot and Noctowl with the Jewel Seeker ability. When we have a Terra Pokemon in play and evolve up this Pokemon, we can search out our deck for any 2 trainer cards and put them into our hand. And then our Terra Pokemon, we do run a 2 copies of the Terapagos here. With the Unified Beatdown, we can do 30 damage for each one of our bench Pokemon, as well as we can use the Crown Opal as well, do 180 base damage, and then during your opponent's next turn, we can prevent all damage done to this Pokemon from your opponent's basic non-colorless Pokemon. And then for our trainer cards, for our stadium cards, we have the 2 copies of Area 0. Each player who has a Terra Pokemon in play can have up to 8 benched Pokemon. For our supporters, we got the 1 copy of Arven. You can search out your deck for an item card and a tool card. The 2 Bosses Orders, where you can gust up one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. The 1 copy of Cyrano, where you can search out your deck for 3 Pokemon EXs and put them into your hand. The 2 copies of Iono for draw support as well as hand disruption. The 1 copy of Morty's Conviction, where you can draw a card for each one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. The 1 copy of Professor Turo's Scenario, where you can put a Pokemon in play back into your hand and then discard any attached cards. And then lastly, we have the 1 copy of the Professor's Research for some additional draw support. And for our ace spec, we do have the Maximum Belt. We can do an extra 50 more damage to your opponent's active EX. And then for the energy cards, we got the 2 Grass, the 2 Lightning, the 2 Fire, and the 2 Water energies. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into some games here. And looks like we get tails, so let's see. Yeah, they win it, so they're deciding. Hopefully we go first. I do feel like a lot of decks do want to go second. No, our opponent is going first. So not the best. Kind of a decent hand. So what was that, Super Potion? Is this going to be a control deck? Draw 1. So they tamed the unit, 2 Pikachus. Yeah, let's pass. I don't think they're gonna knock us out next turn. I think we're pretty safe. Ooh, never mind. I actually have Crispin. So I'm guessing they're gonna build up Pikachu and then retreat out. But that'd be such a waste to put 300 damage on Slakoth. Yeah, they got Grass Metal. A third Pikachu? It's pretty insane. Yeah, they just pass. And let's get the Noctowl for Area 0 and Rare Candy, I guess. Yeah, let's go for the knockout. So we pick up Nest Ball and Boss. If they go for the 300 damage, they don't knock us out and they lose all of those energy cards. So they attach another grass. Maybe they have Power Glass. Arven? Earthen Vessel, maybe? Yeah, they do have Power Glass and scoop up Cyclone. I don't know, maybe we should gust up the other Pikachu. So we can buy some time. Can't one hit KO it, does have the Resolute Heart. Oh wow, they got Crispin. Yeah, they scoop up Cyclone. Yeah, hopefully we can get the Crown Opal set up here. We have to flip the script. Yeah, another 300. Say, hoping for an energy card. Do not get it. Okay, that's pretty lucky. Need the lightning, and I guess we'll take fire also. So now they're gonna have to gust us if they want to knock anything out. So they're gonna need Prime Catcher, Boss's Orders, Alicia's Appeal, something. Because we pretty much have them walled out with the Crown Opal. Wow, there's a boss just in time. Yeah, they got stuff Fezandipiti. Nice, we draw the Noctowl. I say we should maybe get Rare Candy and then Iono. Yeah, let's go for Crown Opal. So yeah, we knock out Pikachu. Should be a pretty quick game. They literally have 2 cards. I don't see how much they can do here. A Noctowl got prized. They're going to Pikachu. See, they play Gita, which really doesn't get played all too often. Search 2 energy cards, and then attach them, and then your turn, you can't attack, so... yeah, they just pass. It's not like they can do anything here. Crown Opal again. And they even draw the Crispin. Talk about a pretty lucky draw here. Yeah, that's like their second Crispin. No, that's their third Crispin, and they got their Scoop Up Cyclone boss. They pretty much drew a lot of great supporter cards, considering they have 31 cards still in the deck. Or 33 right before they used the Crispin. Yeah, looks like they're probably just going to retreat out. Switch out? Oh, okay. With one card in their hand. See, they use Super Potion, which isn't really going to do much. We do also have Boss in hand. We can just wrap this up. Yeah, there we go. Last two prizes of the game. What do you get here? Yeah, Terapagos was prized and Torchic. Nice, we win it. I said let's go first here. I think we'll put Terapagos in front. Kind of bad we didn't get a single Buddy Poffin or the Fan Rotom, but let's see. Okay, we got Enzarua. And I'll save the Stadium card for next turn maybe. Yeah, they do use Iono here, so I don't really mind it. We really didn't need Fire Energy all too much. Wow, we get Area 0 back. No supporters that we need though. All we got was Boss. See, they got more Pekka with the Energizer Wheel. Yeah, they literally have 2 cards in their hand. Lightning. Now let's pick up water and fire. Yeah, let's just knock out more Pekka. They don't have Fezandipiti, but who knows, maybe they pick it up real quick with Nest Ball. Yeah, there's Fan Rotom in the prizes, so that's why we have a hard time finding it. That means just one was in the deck at max. And Zoroark EX. And Carmine. I get rid of Night Stretcher, so I guess they didn't really need that more Pekka. Another Zoroark EX. Is there a third one? No. Darmanitan? No. And they get Fezandipiti? So they're gonna draw like what, 4 more cards of the trade? And then 3 with Fezandipiti? They get rid of N's PP up. Yeah, they're still don't have energy cards in the discard because they have them all attached, or a good amount too already in play. Ultra Ball. And there's the Darmanitan. So they're probably going to snipe our Hoothoot. Pretty positive. No, they go into Zorua. Yeah, this is so bad. And they got the free switch in. What are we doing? Okay, maybe let's go for the Crown Opal, because we don't have enough benched Pokemon. Even though we put the Fan Rotom, it's 90 damage. So we should Gust the Darmanitan. That's the only way to buy time here. Yeah, they'll either concede or... Okay, Buddy Poffin, that's pretty helpful. They go into Zoroark EX. Yeah, they're using Night Stretcher. Get the Darumaka back. No, they got Reshiram, actually. Yeah, they did get Reshiram. And they do Gust Hoothoot. Yeah, they know what's the deal here. And they use Iono. Pretty bad. We never even got a really good chance to set up our bench because we didn't get the Fan Rotom. We do get Nest Ball, so we can get Fezandipiti. That's about it. Double Nest Ball. And maybe another Terapagos. Mostly just to thin out the deck a little bit. Let's flip the script. $150 and $180. Yeah, I know. I think we're gonna go for that. Should we go for Iono? It's only at 180 actually. Yeah, I don't know. Let's Gust our Reshiram. Let's try to see if they have the Night Stretcher. It's a gamble, but... Because I honestly feel like it almost seems pointless to use Iono because they already got double Zoroark EX. They can use trade. The Iono, frankly, really doesn't matter all that much at this point. So, I don't know. Janine's Secret Art. Yeah, they got 6 Dark Energies in play. Yeah, that's what I mean, like... I think we used the Crown Opal, didn't we? Yeah, they just concede here. And they have us go first. Totally not ideal. Let's see if we make this work. Oh no, wait, actually it is. That is pretty ideal. Never mind. We do want to go first. Let's put Fan Rotom in front. Okay, looks like it is Future Box or something. Yeah, let's get Terapagos. And let's end turn. I feel like we're gonna save the Glass Trumpets for when we evolve up Noctowl, so we can just like pick up Area 0. And a Buddy Poffin, hopefully. I play Arven. Okay, so let's end the Miraidon, but I don't know why they have Iron Leaves. Maybe they have Joltik, and yeah, they do have Joltik. So I feel like we're gonna completely wall them out with the Crown Opal. And then let's go again for Glass Trumpet on Terapagos. Let's go for the Iono. Yeah, no, let's retreat down to Terapagos. Kind of wish we had the water energy so that we could have used the Crown Opal, but did not find it. Ultra Ball. Okay, that's actually pretty useful. They go into Iron Leaves. They do have Rescue Board on Iron Leaves, so it is basically their pivot, so they're just going to retreat out probably into Iron Hands. They get another Joltik. Interesting. Yeah, they go for Jolting Charge again, twice in a row. They play Arven. Kind of surprised, actually. Oh, never mind. They got Prime Catcher. They're probably... Never mind. They're going to Gust us, I think. It doesn't look like they're going to go for Jolting Charge, then. Pokegear. I don't know why they'd play Pokegear. They already played a Sporter. So yeah, they're probably gonna Gust a Hoothoot or the Slakoth. Maybe the Slakoth, because there's energy on it. Either that or the Torchic. No, they go for Jolting Charge again. Kind of surprised. I guess they're going to try and build up Pikachus here. Yeah, looks like they are building a Pikachu. Really surprised. Wow, I can't believe both Blazikens got prized. I don't know, should we do Morty's Conviction? Honestly, I just really want a Earthen Vessel or a Water Energy. Is Water Energy's in the deck? Yeah, there is one in there. Yeah, I don't know, let's just get it. Get rid of Rare Candy. And let's go for the Crown Opal, so now we can kind of shut down their attackers. But they do have a boss, so honestly they could just gust us if they really wanted to. Why you pick up Turo? Yeah, and they have Prime Catcher. I think they can even do Prime Catcher boss if they wanted to. Yeah, they searched out the Prime Catcher of Arven. What supporter do we use for our turn? We use the Cyrano. So yeah, if they have the Metal Energy, they could potentially, like, I guess, Prime Catcher out into, like, Iron Leaves, then retreat out into Pikachu. Yeah, there's the Metal Energy. What's the text on this? I don't know if that a secondary effect is cleaned when it goes to the bench. I believe it is. They do go for the boss. So never mind, they should have done the opposite if they were gonna KO Terapagos, actually. I guess who? Yeah, if they wanted to do the double gust thing, they should have used Prime Catcher first. And go into Iron Leaves. But yeah, they just go for the amp you very much. Okay, so that's not too bad. Hopefully we can find Max Belt, that would be really good. Wow, we get Noctowl. Maybe we should save it. Let's see if we can just find the Max Belt on our own. No, that's not it. Yeah, we do find Max Belt. Yeah, no, let's put energy on Slaking. So is there anything in Nest Ball for just a Fan Rotom? And just a 1 lightning energy in the deck. Yeah, let's go for the Crown Opal. We just make it do 230 on the dot. But they still have Prime Catcher, they can still gust us. Yeah, there's a Blaziken. So I guess the last 2 prizes, there's another Blaziken and 1 other card. They go into Pikachu. Yeah, they get their Fezandipiti. Yeah, they draw 3. I'm kind of surprised how long we had Area 0 in play. Looks like maybe they don't run any stadium cards. Maybe they play Arven. They pick up Ultra Ball and no tool card. Ooh, Bravery Charm. I just feel like the Prime Catcher's coming up somewhere. Because they still have that pivot. Let's see, Maractus and Crispin. They get Blood Moon Ursaluna. Which... I think they would need 1 energy card to attack with that. So they can probably build that up with Crispin even. Or a Glass Trumpet. See, they Ultra Ball. Wow, a second Ultra Ball in the same turn. I'm guessing they're probably thinning out their hand a little bit. So that they have less cards overall in their deck and everything. And in play. Future Capsule and Crispin again. For Latias. Okay, that explains it. Well, what are they going to retreat out into? Prime Catcher. They gust Terapagos. So they don't have Unfair Stamp or something like that. They already used their supporter card. Pretty sure. Yeah, they played Arven. Back into Pikachu. Yeah, they just go for the Topaz Bolt. Yeah, and there's boss. All I have to do is just gust up, I guess, Fezandipiti. Yeah, there we go. Last 2 prizes of the game. There's, I think, a Blaziken, yeah, and a Slakoth. Well, those are all the games. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.